Okay, so drones over time have become increasingly popular. I know I just bought one and they're amazing. The last couple years, everyone just seems to want one. They are used to capture stunning landscape and awesome aerial footage. However, there are some crazy things that people have admitted that they did with their drones. So you know what? This right here is the top 10 dumbest things people have done with a drone. And of course, these are the 10 things I don't want you guys to try to do. I don't want to encourage bad behavior on here. So starting off this bizarre list, in at number 10, with startling a heap of sheep. The US National Park Service placed a ban on drones in every national park after a man startled a herd of endangered bighorn sheep. The sheep were frightened and they were seen scattering in all different directions. Even some lambs were separated from their mothers in the chaos. The penalty for using a drone in a national park can be up to 6 months imprisonment or a $5,000 fine. Coming up on this list at number 9 is flying a drone into a hot spring. A Dutch tourist flew their drone into the Yellowstone National Park's Grand Prismatic Spring, which is the nation's largest hot springs at 121 feet deep. The National Park Service said that they are gonna have to leave the drone in the hot spring because they fear that the recovery attempt may result in further damage to the hot spring, and they fined the tourist $3,000. Number 8 brings us to knocking people over. I mean, is this real life right now? Come on. A drone hit an athlete who was competing in a triathlon in Western Australia. The drone was hovering above the competitors when an operator suddenly lost control. The drone fell 10 meters, hitting an athlete. The woman sustained head injuries and was treated by local paramedics before being taken to the hospital in a stable condition, where she had to get 3 stitches for her injury. And the worst part, she lost the race, of course. She couldn't finish. Now in at number 7, using them to fly yourself off the ground. Take a look at this video right here. Okay, I have to admit, this looks pretty cool, but also very, very dangerous. I'd be very scared of all those propellers so close to my face, and like if I lost control. What if the controls malfunctioned and he plummeted to the ground, or was he able to land himself properly? I don't think I would ever attempt this, but let me know. Are you guys living on the edge? Would you do this? Moving up this list, and at number 6 is the mistletoe drone. This drone was supposed to be like a romantic gesture that would get customers at TGI Fridays to kiss on camera. Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. I don't know. Well, this plan did go horribly wrong because of course it made it onto this list, so we already knew that, but one of the drones smashed into a photographer's face, slicing off the tip of her nose and cutting open her lip. The drone was so entangled in her hair, and she also had the fear that she might lose an eye. Number 5 takes us to ruining a wedding day. So this might be the end of a videographer's career. Take a look at this. Is this real life right now? So the ceremony is done, and the bride and groom are trying to capture some romantic pictures for their wedding album, and then this angry drone punches them just right in the face. Like, what the heck was that? This is so brutal because the drone probably did some damage to their face, and they still have other pictures to take. This is your wedding day. These are pictures you're gonna remember for the rest of your life, and now you have like a propeller blade right across your face. That bride probably went crazy on the videographer, and it's safe to say I think they won't be giving him a positive reference for, you know, his future clients. Flying a drone above the White House makes its way into this list at number 4 for some reason. Back in 2015, Secret Service detained a man who was trying to fly a drone over the White House fence. Even the park on the north side of the White House was placed on lockdown while the incident was being investigated. Could you guys imagine seeing this? Like, the White House, it appeared that it's under attack. So at the time of this incident, President Barack Obama, who was the president of the time, he wasn't in the White House, so his safety was not in jeopardy. This man who was flying the drone luckily did not face any criminal charges. He was so damn lucky. But I bet this was pretty embarrassing. Drone roadkill comes in to number 3. Bart Jansen decided to take his deceased cat and turn it into a drone back in 2012 when the cat was struck by a car. It was a big story, it was all over the news. If this isn't serial killer behavior, I don't know what is. He teamed up with an engineer and they only used roadkill for the strange drones. Take a look at this creepy drone.
Cat Orville got killed by a car. I decided to turn it into a drone.
I don't know about you guys, but this is extremely disturbing, and we might have a serial killer on our hands because you know how they all start. kill animals, and I know this person didn't kill an animal, but they're flying a dead animal. Number 2 takes us to smuggling drugs into Mexico. I mean, god damn, what is going on? 2 men pleaded guilty to smuggling drugs into Mexico involving a drone. 28 pounds of heroin were smuggled across the US border, and 2 men were caught on the border patrol cameras retrieving the drugs. Small drones were able to fly for about an hour and travel as far as 5 miles. Drug cartels in Mexico have been relying more on drones to transport the drugs. Drones are the ideal drug mule because they allow drug cartels to transport shipments more quickly with less risks of being caught. And finally, coming into number 1 is flying a drone over Heathrow International Airport. A passenger plane had a very near miss with the drone as it was approaching Heathrow Airport in London. The plane was flying at an altitude of 4,900 feet when it narrowly avoided colliding with the drone. This incident was deemed to be in the most serious category of risk, and the drone operator had not been traced. And if they have, I wonder what they would have done to him. But let me know, what do you guys think should have happened to this guy for flying a drone in a freaking airport? You're putting a lot of people's lives at risk. Well, there you guys have it. That was a crazy list. Please don't do any of this stuff. I know I'm taking off to Mexico very soon. By the time this video is out, I probably already have been there, but I'm gonna be flying my drone and I'm gonna make sure I do it safely. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.